Guys, it's time! I think we might finish reading this today. Let's see what happens. I'm in a onesie. It's really cold. Kind of like my go-to it's chilly outfit. So here we go. Ready to rock and roll? Let's do it. Oh shoot, it started back at the beginning. Sigh. All right. Okay, here we go. Outdoor bed, dear moon of June, of long lost poetry and forget you. Lurking in pre-9 a.m. territory, the road had turned white with reflecting sunlight. Then his knees were raw, bleeding from after softball. I play every game like it's the World Series, he said. Too angsty emo to write. Too much love in my life. Too much comfort, no need for distrust. Inner emost turning to rust. All she really knew was seeing an outdoor bed with purple netting through her window was the most beautiful imagery in the world. Love, Etoile. Lavender, aquamarine, aquarium water. The dream of white light filtering through the golden intervention. Particles subsidizing dreams, flirting with reality and the wetness that would become an abandoned library inside the cage, floating page by page, swiftly, aquamarine aquarium water, lavender and hints of emerald green, sifting in through the edges, gold specks peeking through. Years later, the dream girl from the internet, her cover photo being her from my dreamy imagery, shifting and drifting through the cosmos with you. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. Rising water. The driveway's water. Look out past moonbeams, seeing the escalating flow from the tips of night lights and running to the studio garage. The earth became water, with black that dimly reflected visions of the sky. Rain. Liquid dish soap to clean my glasses, coffee filters to dry his, smudges too far in to fix, perspective and distance, heartfelt repetition lasting over and over, distances, lost love, squandering for reconnections, destabilized by door handles. Euphoria is the first sign of hypothermia. Tinkle sprinkle. Where one seals oneself into an industrial vat to tinkle, where hair turns gray in the light of Walmart bathrooms. I'd rather pee outside than to face public bathrooms. If they are out of toilet paper and I pee on the seat, how can I clean my mess? To not share the disgust with others, all the germs, the fuss. Or if I'm naked, I can stand like a man, but with nothing in my hand, and pee. It's only occasionally that I sprinkle on myself, and I don't need toilet paper. I just dry. As for me, I'll take myself outside. Sleet, the notebook without lines, first sleet of season. Before you cracked the door, I could hear the clouds, chorus, and chords of pings, the first breath of ice morning air. Oh, could I bother you for a water or my tea?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Tea already made?
Yeah.
Which would you prefer?
Doesn't matter. Pro, con. Woke to the cold colors dawn's dew, right at our beds. Thank you. Her willow interlaced branches mingled with mine. Below our white feet, a galaxy was born. In the next room, suddenly the sun bursts into an Etelus behind the moon. Her fingers, long and thin, reached out to touch space. Was it only air between us? Icy warm embrace in the morning tubed the toothpaste to the moon dunes. Rar. Is that a coyote or a firework? Are those leaves or birds flying from the tree? Late leaf like texture inside sleepless week. She said stress induced anorexia. We said stare, raw, hordes of emotions, finding a way to cope into the side of a bed, a hard biting in between teeth. Tints. Sleeping through Sunday in semi nomadic states, in weeds, up to my axles in oregano, dripping in juices, stringy lengths of hair locks, out past pastel petals, tabby orange gray, leftover strings of greens, and strained pistachio peas, rose colored windshield, moi. Couple. Complacency, comfort, lovable, cuddled. You make me a better person. Humans coupled, but knowing of the lack and inadequacy without it all, knowing the pains that are brought without, knowing levels of insanity, and knowing needing of intimacy, and not knowing the answer to the questions without. Being saved from the insanity, being saved from the inner slut, looking past, longing for something else, but then having serendipitously, without ado, hugs and kisses and sudden remembrances of what it means to belong to someone and why it's worth doing. Changes. I used to like to take photos, but then glamour and the vainness of looking pretty and high fashion took over and ruined the fine artistry. Like my body has taken up secrets in the form of total resonance and made into a lifeline's physicality. I don't need children for an excuse to act the age I want to. I can be a kid without having one. I'm a person, not porcelain. I maintain an element of beauty when I create. Beauty is what ties my images and work together, but I'm not afraid of the grit. Life's dirty, nasty. Without it, there's no contrast. Operation Lunchtime Blank. See my other published songs from this book for whatever that word might be. Raspberry lemonade ice cream. Wildberry lavender and chocolate ice cream. Babies impending erotica. Yeah. Content versus concept. Art with intent. Planning, thought, messages intended. Art without intent. Purity, spontaneity. Doing for the sake of doing in and of itself. Freedom, non finished, non product oriented. Doing for yourself and your own likes. Knowledge is spread through people. God is dead. Culture should replace religion. What is art for? Bottled hope and inspiration. Bones. Her icky hip bones reminisced me of ways to stay out at night. Fear and light. So thin, skinny lips. Remember me's of why I kept searching, still, for the next big thrill, but never none to be seeked. By the side of our bodies, she reeks of poetry, but hates the sound of words, because she is written by them. You can't start a new chapter if you keep rereading the last one. Rewritten stories only turn once fully abandoned. Recklessness and the change to jump, sparks, pretend to all right. I do not speak French. Ranch dressing. I do speak ranch. Nearly. I stood in the shower the morning before I went out, naked and free. This is how you will define me. In the afterwater, still fresh and new, comes a car ride with passive thoughts and raging music, blurring the sounds of the photos in the bucket that is my head. Were we allowed to be alone? How does your mother feel about me being here? I longed to ask, but couldn't. My mind was suffocated in a honey sweet substance we now refer to as ecstasy. Subtle touches and eyes holding longer than glances, first on the list, but retouched second. Sorry for the delays, love. I couldn't tell you anything. I tried with all my life. Later, so much packed into one day, one car. There was a new, still, you. We each and differ. Little girls caught in clutched arms, not wanting the free. Hours to pour, to point, to the one, kisses. Starts. Ecstasy boy and ecstasy girl, let them create the world. When life was whirling, all I could do was feel you stirring. You keep me alive, the Energizer Bunny, inside where we were continuously turning. You give me the ecstasy feeling. Heaven is where we sleep, and boredom is the repeated youth. So we are the angels, and this is the earth. Every day lightens my eyes with surprises and stars anew. Ecstasy boy and ecstasy girl. Things have never felt this good till I tried you. Every time you touch my skin, ecstasy enters my mind again. Lay me down and fill my world. You make my mind an Epicurean blur. You're an addiction like cigarettes, a girl that I will never forget. The ashes fall and burn, embers into my arm. You are the scar that keeps me guessing. The smile on your face is summer, spring, fall, and winter, all composed with just two lips. I found you in the summertime and kept you through. Every day surprises me. You always keep me wondering what's next. Ecstasy scream. This girl didn't need much to live. Breathing sugar, poetry, ecstasy was her drug choice, taken only in the form of pleasure. She liked to sit outside long hours, only letting the sunshine in. While she was awake, she would do swimming in her souls. Emergence was her passion. If she was going to live, she wanted to feel everything. Starry lace, navy blue painted star patterns. Little white dots become my constellations. Lace me up with needles, corset across my back, cross stitch across my little arms as they plaster them to yourself. Cut. Cut my insides open and pull out all the bad. Leave me naked, lying on a grassy plain. Show me death in a pop culture film. No, I am another girl who has only really lived. Fall. All that I love while running away from home is the sound of falling leaves as they push past the others, propelled by gravity until they hit the grass, then smash, the impact and updraft, lifted into a puppy's mouth, then whirling off again to a new adventure, to find a decompose, a new home, a new earthling, a new being to nourish, serving their purpose in the cycle. Pretty girls. Pretty girls go dancing in my head all the time. Wrap me up, silky skin, sink me in with rhyme. Spin their stories round my head. No room for dancing in my bed. Dead. As many caterpillars that survived the day, more perished as roadkill and would not become my butterfly bride. Decaying earth matters. Blood trailings. It's only natural. Or maybe it to blink with your head, to test your stomach, see just where you draw the line. I'm the one in charge of dead birds in our family, all dead animals, in fact. I'm the one that kept a photographic collection of them. I'll take a page from my father, who went through the Vietnam War and doesn't talk much about it, except when you prod him, we watch the slides. The slides are in color. I photographed him with the dead opossum on his shovel, or maybe the opossum was just playing possum. Dead, nonetheless. I keep worms in my basement and love that roly-poly-olies have taken over their bin. I don't hesitate to plunge my hands into the partially decayed matter. I take composting to whole new levels. Let's all poop in a bucket. It isn't gross to me. It's natural. It's the life cycle. I carefully removed a snake from a glue trap once. Yes, I wore gloves as the little garter bit at me, and reveled in seeing him in my neighbor's a few weeks later, after he'd shed his sticky skin. I'll play in the dirt, move all the indoor creatures out, kill spiders for you. I'll do it, touch it, absorb it, soak the essence of grime, and breathe in the sense of decay. Roll around with puppy breath and sleep with my dog. Until I was weirded out when I was asked to photograph what lay inside caskets. Twice. Lens, mirror, reflection. But what is life now but a series of photo opportunities and missed reels? I wish I'd gotten that on video. I grew up before everything was consumed by an iPhone and lost my digital archive at 14, so I have no memories before then. I love when we look at printed photos, and my mom will teach me the context. I'll nearly have a glimpse of her memory before a smartphone is shoved in my face and I'm forced to live in the next moment. Living life to be photographed, living life to look at another's imagery, consumer economy, now consuming screens.